Hello, Jacob.
Hello, Phil.
I'm just wondering what the British government are going to do about Mr. Choudary, who's going to be released from prison, and also the 4,000 alleged people that are roaming the streets of Britain that are willing to kill British citizens.
Just to remind my listeners, you speak of Anjem Choudary, who is the convicted Islamist preacher. He was likely to be released on licence at some point next month. He approaches the midway point of his 5.5-year term. He was convicted of encouraging Muslims to join Islamic State. And the other number you give, of course, the number of people that various agencies say are actively monitored as they return from Syria and other parts. Jacob Rees-Mogg.
It's a very good question you ask, Phil, because one of the things we have to do when facing down terrorism is not behave in a way that undermines the standards that we have in the first place. And in this country, we have a very long-standing history of the rule of law and equality before the law and fairness before the law, and that therefore once people are tried and sentenced, they must be treated equally with other people. Now, if the sentence is wrong or too light, there are means of appealing it. If the basis for the sentence is too light, there are means of Parliament changing the law, but you can't have arbitrary law against individuals that you don't like. You have to prove a case against them, and they have to have committed a specific offence. And if we don't maintain that, that's a case of when the terrorists have won, because they've undermined something that is fundamental to the British nation and has been for hundreds of years. So you're right to raise the concerns about these people. It's right that the security services are monitoring them, but they can only be held in prison or prosecuted when they have broken a law.
But what do we do? Well, there's nothing we can do with Mr. Choudary, who's coming out.
Mr. Chowdhury's been sentenced, and the sentence is therefore proportionate to the offence that he has committed. It's worth looking if he's committed any other offences.
How comfortable are you with the fact he's on licence, he has to stay in a certain place, he has to be tagged, there are rules as regards his internet contact and other matters. How comfortable are you with those?
Well, I think it's important that he is monitored, and important that if he commits any further offences that he should be prosecuted for those. But it would be unfair and against the rule of law to say that his sentence must be extended because we don't like him, that would be arbitrary and would not be just, and would undermine the British state as a founding principle.